In today's world, few leaders are under siege like Captain Ibrahim Traoré of Burkina Faso. Not because he's a dictator, but because he dares to stand tall. From the streets of Washington to the boulevards of Paris, powerful forces want him removed. Within his own nation, hidden enemies and disloyal elites sharpen their knives. Even across Africa, some leaders, bound by old loyalties, see him as a threat to their comfort. What crime has Traoré committed? He refuses to bow. He refuses to let Burkina Faso's fate be dictated by foreign powers. He fights for sovereignty, for dignity, for a future that belongs to his people, and for that, they've marked him for destruction. But Traoré isn't naive. He knows the storm is coming. Instead of retreating, he's building walls of fire around himself, reinforcing his security with a revolutionary strategy, the lockdown doctrine. Why? Because history proves it. No other African leader today has survived over 15 assassination attempts within just 2 years. 15. Since taking power, Traoré has lived every single day under threat. For him, leadership isn't politics, it's survival. Some might shrug and say, that's military rule for you. But look closer. Mali, Chad, Niger, Gabon, none of their military leaders have faced this kind of relentless assault. Traoré is different. He is the symbol of an uprising, the face of a movement that refuses to be colonized again. At the Russia-Africa summit, it was Traoré who declared, "The Sahel is not falling, it's rising." His fire lit sparks around the world, inspiring Pan-Africanists and revolutionaries alike. And that's exactly why global powers and their proxies fear him more than any other African leader today. April 16th, 2025. Another day, another bullet dodged, another coup attempt crushed, but the danger didn't die with it, it evolved. Those who plotted fled to Ivory Coast, a neighbor now accused of collaborating with foreign interests to topple Burkina Faso's rising leader. There, the conspirators were embraced, shielded, and given new resources to continue their mission: destroy Traoré before June 2025. But Traoré has moved faster. The lockdown doctrine is not just about thicker walls or bigger guns. It's a complete overhauling of people, of systems, of trust itself. First, he dismantled and rebuilt his presidential guard from scratch. Ranks didn't matter, only loyalty did. Every new recruit was subjected to extreme vetting. Family backgrounds, political leanings, even international friendships were scrutinized. No second chances, no blind trust. Today, his guards are more than soldiers. They are loyalists, battle-hardened and hand-picked, ready to defend not just the man, but the mission. Meanwhile, Traoré identified a deadly weak spot: communication. In the past, outdated systems allowed traitors to leak secrets without a trace. No longer. Burkina Faso now boasts encrypted networks capable of detecting suspicious transmissions instantly. Anyone caught leaking information will not get a second warning. But the changes didn't stop there. The once dormant Office of Internal Counterintelligence has been reborn, no longer just spying outside the borders, but turning its gaze inward. Every minister, every general, every local police chief is being watched. Loyalty is no longer assumed, it must be proven. To some outsiders, this may seem paranoid, but in Africa, where betrayal often comes from brothers in arms, vigilance isn't paranoia, it's survival. Traoré learned from the blood-soaked betrayal of Thomas Sankara, assassinated by his closest comrade. He will not make the same mistake. Beyond security forces, Traoré unleashed a powerful and unconventional weapon: the VDP, Volunteers for the Defense of the Homeland. Ordinary citizens turned warriors. Once village defenders against terrorists, they have now become the nation's second shield, eyes and ears loyal only to Burkina Faso's dream, not colonial leftovers. Now, they patrol strategic locations, blending in, watching, reporting, a living immune system ready to neutralize threats before they can take root. And there's more. Under the Ministry of the Interior, a new biometric tracking system is being deployed. Publicly, it's framed as a modernization effort. Privately, it's a tool to monitor anyone flagged as a potential threat, civilian or military. Critics, especially from the West, have cried foul, screaming dictatorship, surveillance state, tyranny. But to Traoré's supporters, these measures are necessary. In a revolution, comfort is a luxury they cannot afford. A humble reminder, if these videos add value to you, please consider clicking the like button, subscribing, share, and comment below. Thank you. Now let's continue. Traoré believes true transformation is never birthed through polished debates and polished suits. It's forged in sacrifice, blood, and relentless vigilance. The bitter truth is that some elites within Burkina Faso and their foreign backers prefer chaos. An unstable Burkina means open doors to exploit resources, steal gold, and control the Sahel's wealth. Traoré threatens to close those doors, and that is why they want him gone. Since his rise in 2022, 4 coup attempts were launched in the first year alone. Merciful at first, Traoré spared the conspirators, offering forgiveness. But after repeated betrayals, he learned mercy is a weakness they exploit. The latest and deadliest plot was orchestrated by former leader Paul-Henri Damiba, now exiled in Togo. Damiba, with terrorist factions and foreign support, launched a coordinated assault, an attack on the town of Barcelogo, close to the capital. Hundreds died. It was not just an attack on a town. It was psychological warfare designed to shatter Traoré's revolution. But the revolution held. Traoré's forces countered, arrested traitors, and tightened their defenses. Each plot exposed the same pattern: foreign fingerprints, hidden agendas, a desperate fear of a free, sovereign Africa. And yet, against all odds, Traoré stands. He faces not just bullets, but smear campaigns. Western media outlets, serving foreign interests, attack him with fabricated stories, accusing him of corruption, ethnic cleansing, and personal greed. But the evidence says otherwise. Traoré lives simply, dresses modestly, and walks among his people. He's not buying palaces. He's building fortresses of hope. Those who scream dictatorship ignore reality. They ignore the external powers that have destabilized Africa for centuries. If Traoré falls, Burkina Faso may plunge into darkness again. And Africa might wait decades for another brave enough to defy the system, just like after Thomas Sankara's death. That's why the stakes are higher than ever. In the end, Traoré's fight isn't just about Burkina Faso. It's about Africa's right to stand tall, free, and proud. And the revolution he's building? It's not just for his people. It's a beacon for an entire continent longing to break its chains. My friends, write in the comments section, what do you think about this man? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video.